I have a confession to make, and I have two. Uh, First confession is that, well, thank you, Richard, for letting everybody know that I'm from IT. I'm not a finance guy. So normally, my world is within the mainframes, the monitors. I'm always at the back office. So what am I doing here? So it really is strange for me to speak in front of a big crowd. So I am really petrified, my friends. I'm not used to this, so it's not a pleasure for me to speak. That's the first revelation. The second one is the topic that I'm supposed to discuss today, InsurTech. We're not even FinTech. And I just used InsurTech so that I could get in one of the topics here in today's conference, because we're not InsurTech. We're a life insurance company, and we are the youngest at that. So we've been in the market for 4.5 years, just in the Philippines. So those are my two revelations. Is that okay, my friends? So if I bungle my words, please forgive me. So I won't go through all of this, but this is my plan if I can get through the end. What is the landscape? FWD has been in the Philippines for less than 5 years, 4.5 years. And we are in an industry dominated by 125-year-old companies. And we're just a toddler compared to these companies. In the Philippines, the average life insurer is about 70 years. Our plan is to reinforce FWD as a challenger brand. And I'm so interested with the stories of Mr. Justo, how they transformed Union Bank into a technology company. And we are very digital. We invest 60% of IT's budget in digital. Hopefully we're innovative enough. And more importantly is speed, so that we can create more compelling and value propositions to our customers. So what is the story so far? We started 2014. We were dead last. Number 33. That is expected. A new entrant in 2014, we were dead last. But something interesting happened a couple of years back. 2017, we started getting up the rankings. We were number 10. And this was quite amazing for such a company. We were just 3 years old then. And would you like to know where we are right now, at least 2018? Is that something that's interesting for everyone? I don't think it's that interesting enough. You want to know? 2018, this is as of the third quarter of 2018, unofficial, and we're already number 8. And what's more interesting is that we are, in terms of growth rate, we are beating the industry growth rate by 3 times. As well, actually this is based on 2017 figures. We still need to get the 2018 figures for fourth quarter. So that is very inspiring for a newcomer like FWD. And we talked about customers, we talked about technology, and more importantly, the reason why we are here is the purpose. Our purpose is we have to change the way people feel about insurance. Not about technology, not about process, it's about behavior. It is about us, it's about people. And can I have a very short, quick raise of hands? How many in this room have insurance policies? I am so, life insurance policies, by the way. So if, I think Mark mentioned that 15 to 20 million have bank accounts in life insurance, only 2.5% have life insurance policy in the Philippines. And for those who raised their hands, are you happy with your insurance policy? I can barely hear you. But you have a contract with your insurer, and normally your contract is about 20 pages. Have you actually read your insurance policy? No. That's a very strong no that I've heard from the audience. And that is also interesting. So in order for us to change the way people feel about insurance, we have to build that trust. And I'm from IT. I am not from the customer experience. So I'm mostly talking to ones and zeros. But what does it mean for us? We have to start with a very basic contract that the customer has, which is our insurance policy. Now, we saw that insurance policies were, pardon my well, I don't want to undermine our lawyer friends here. If we have lawyers in the room, they are not easy to read. In fact, they're not using common English terms. In fact, using insurance jargons. And it is tough to get them past through page number 3. Why is that significant? Ask me why. You know why that is significant? Because your benefit is actually on page number 4. So if you're only looking at to page number 3 and then decide not to read it at all, and then you missed out on the benefits, which is on page number 4. So what we did for one of our products, we use common English terms that is good enough to be understood by a 5th grader. These were almost comic book-like. If you wanted to build trust, you wanted to ensure that they understand what they're signing up for. Is that logical? Now, what's more interesting is after that, so we had an experiment and they couldn't get past page 3. When we revised our policies, they started reading up to page 11. And they started asking questions, which is the thing that we wanted to elicit from our customers. And more importantly, I want to highlight this statement: reduced exclusions. One of the reasons, and pardon me, because I think we are the only life insurer in this session, but one of the reasons why there's a big distrust is that it seems that there's a perception that insurance company or life insurance companies are only after the premiums. After you paid for the premiums and then you're about to claim, they would use every single word in the contract not to pay your claim. That is a perception. That is not the truth. That is far from the truth. So if you recall my first slide, it's somebody who's jumping from an airplane. We have to reduce exclusions. That means we cover even if you're doing extreme sports. We cover even if you're doing parasailing. We cover even if you're doing bungee jumping. Because we want everyone to live their life to the fullest. And that's what is very compelling for us. We wanted people to be safe and don't worry about financial protection because we are covering their backs. And I think Mike also mentioned about digital. It is difficult for us who's in the life insurance industry to remove paper in the point of sale. And it took us 4 iterations to make it work. Our first 3 iterations failed. We were using tablets for the signatures, and we were using a photo of your ID uploaded as a form of your documents, and we failed in the first 3 try. However, the light started to shine in our 4th iteration. This is actually version 5. It was a charm. It was one of the most stable platform that we had. And after we have implemented version 4, so we iterated faster. We learned from our InsurTech friends how to do it much faster. So our digital distribution is 100% paperless, and we failed 3 times. 2016, I was given an order, actually more of a request, by my CEO. And there was a challenge because there was it was September, early September, and people were afraid to go out of their houses because there was a bombing attack. And it's so strange in the Philippines because September, we have the longest Christmas season on the planet. We start Christmas in September and then we end February 13. So we had that opportunity, so why not create a product that protects them from terrorism? But the mandate for me was that to create this product in a new platform in 30 days. I said, okay, boss, when was the last time we created a product? Oh, we created a product 2 years ago. Okay. Do we have a digital platform? Of course not, Nooky, that's why you're here. And those were the two challenges that were given to me. Create a new product in a new platform in 30 days. So I need to do this, otherwise I'll be fired. So do you want to know the story, how the story ended? We actually did launch a new product in a new platform in 21 days. So I was able to save 9 days from what my boss originally expected me to do. And this product is called Peace. It's a financial protection product that covers you in case you die of a terrorist bombing all over the globe for just 6 pesos a day. And this is compelling because we were able to do something different. And apart from that, we're also engaging our customers more to our digital community. And if I have time later, is it okay if I play a very short video of how passionate we are at FWD? And in fact, we are so passionate about trying to reach the boundaries of what we can do. We started doing some things that are not no ordinary insurance company would do. We actually published a song. We published a song that was sang and composed by Migs Ayesa from the Miss Saigon in London. And if I have time later, is it okay if I play that? So we're not just a life insurance company, we're also a song publisher. And this is how we engage our target customers. On this slide, because this is a FinTech conference, everybody has a financial payment solution. Can I skip this? Everybody has a financial solution software. We've been discussing about customers, and another challenge given to me by my boss, okay, Nooky, you were very successful in the 30 days or 21 days launch of a new digital platform. I want you to do something else. I want you to create another platform and revive our existing one. Okay, what was the challenge? The challenge was we had an existing customer portal. In our customer portal, adoption or usage is less than 9%. Okay, so what do you need me to do, sir? He said, we needed to increase adoption and usage by 35%. And I want you to do this in 90 days. So, okay, I was given another challenge, another job-threatening challenge for me. So we pondered and looked at whatever tools we can use, because if we used existing tools that our programmers had at that time, it would have taken us 6 months to develop. So we needed something quicker. So going back to the Peace product, we used the same platform. And from hammer and nail technology, we call this technology nail gun technology. And this is what we call, pardon my slang in IT, a superpower. A superpower is something that allows you to lift heavy things like they're nothing. You also have super speed. So using this new technology, we were able to create this new platform. We called it TAP. And this new platform was not developed and delivered in 90 days. So I failed the mark. So I thought I was going to get fired, Richard. But then we were able to deliver it in 92 days. So this new platform actually is a living platform, because we were finally able to adopt to the same speed as insured or FinTech does. If there are Christmas season, holidays, Valentine's season, we would change the screens as needed. And the most compelling thing that we experienced during this time, because this is posted in the App Store, whenever one of our customers would post a comment, and then that comment immediately will be replied to by one of our 6 agents. The CRM system will allow an auto ticket sent to our DevOps team in IT. Within the hour, we're able to get that complaint. If it's a bug that we need to fix, our DevOps team develops, tests it, and deploys it before the end of the day. And the next time the client logs on to the app, it's fixed. My friends, imagine if you were that client, regardless of who you are, regardless of whether you are a C-level or just an employee, that's how much value we're giving to you. How would you feel? Customer interaction. I'm from IT. I am not from sales, by the way. And we mentioned a lot about digital data. But the most interesting story that I wanted to share with you here is when I was coming from another industry, from the telco industry, we failed a number of times in investing for the wrong EDW infrastructure. There was one project that cost us $10 million that never saw the light of day. And the project that we did using another superpower allowed us to deliver a new EDW infrastructure, enterprise data warehouse infrastructure, in 4.5 months at a fraction of the cost. We've learned from our previous industries the mistakes, and this is traditional EDW. The results so far, are you still there, my friends? Are you interested to know the results so far for FWD? Let's start with customer experience. We are rated by our CXIs. These are, oops. Okay, can you please go back to my slide? So the results so far for CXI, in 2017, our CXI score was 75%. Last year, we were able to improve this to 80%. And for the first time, we are first in this category in the life insurance industry. Customer complaints ratio, and this is something I'm willing, I got permission to share with all of you, is 0.001%, which has been stable since 2016. Brand awareness, in 2014, we were nobody, 0 to 15%, and we doubled it in 2018. But the most compelling reason that I wanted to share, maybe for the CEO in the room, is our growth rate for at least for the third quarter of 2018. We actually grew 4 times the industry average in the third quarter. And that's what customer experience satisfaction brings us. So apologies for these slides. My marketing team inserted this. So these are mandatory slides that I had to share with you. We have 3 million customers and 4,600 employees, 16,000 agents, and managing an asset of about $28 billion. We are a pan-Asian insurance company. Our headquarters is in Hong Kong, and the Philippines is one of our greenfield markets. We started like a startup. Our board of directors are very demanding. Board of directors include the former BSP governor, Chairman Kuisha, and another expat from another insurance company, Peter, is my boss, my demanding boss. What are the takeaways? It's not anymore about the big and the small. The battle is not anymore about the big and the small. It is about the fast and the slow. We're not as big as our 90-year-old or 125-year-old competitors, but we are fast. Because speed kills industry dinosaurs. Can everybody say this? Speed kills industry dinosaurs. You have to believe in that statement because otherwise you will be overrun, my friends. If you become too complacent, you might be overrun by speed freaks like FWD. I mentioned to you at the start of my speech that I was just stuck in the data center. I don't know people. I know computers. But I had this vision when I saw Gordon Ramsay that you can see that chefs are not anymore stuck in the kitchen. They go out to the customers and they ask the customers, how is my food? Do you think we can still improve? And the insight that he's getting directly by speaking to customers is amazing. These are data, these are pain points. Of course, people would be very kind to tell him, your food tastes really nice, and probably some of them might not be so frank in telling them about the real pain points. But IT needed to do the same. So we went out of the data center and we went to the customers. The first thing we needed to do was to change, and we started with people. We had to get to know more about our customers. And in one of the speakers, they also shared about creating personas for customers, visualizing every single step of the customer journey, and looking at opportunities where to improve on that customer journey so that we know the experience. And more importantly, these insights from the customer journey experiences were mapped into a design to come up with a solution. And we were not perfect when we launched it after 90 days or after 21 days, but we iterated daily and sometimes even hourly. For the first time in the company, I was confronted with a huge list of technical debts. For the first time, we were asking the business, where are your requests? Where are your demands? Because we're ready with the platform. Our league of superheroes have superpowers that can immediately turn the dime around. And more importantly, we had to identify people with the right culture, because not everybody is cut out to be fast. Some can be traditional, and we realized that. In terms of the process, and this is something that's close to my heart, we allowed our people to create their own processes. We allowed them to draft their own experiences, because once they own the process, they would follow it. So we adopted Agile, Scrum, Kanban, and for traditional thinkers, for the back office operations, we still use Waterfall, SDLC, and linear development. On the platform, this is where I love. This is my heart. It's on the superpowers that we used. Offline, you can ask me probably on the sideline what the superpowers are. We use RAD, both on the front end, on the middle, development of our APIs, including the back end. We still use mainframes. And that's something that we still maintain, and most financial insurance companies have. Am I running out of time? So these new tools we call superpowers are the one that drives our technology team. So our technology team are now being branded as rock stars. I never even imagined to be called a rock star, because I don't even know how to speak in front of the public. The takeaway, my dear friends, is look at the real pain points of the customers and then work on resolving these pain points, regardless of who your customers are, even C-levels and even new policyholders, because that's how you gain trust. And like what was mentioned in the other talks, and I think this is this is a resemblance from the other talks, is technology is only one part of the solution. The need takes over. At this point, if I am allowed, can I play the short video?
This song that I wrote is called Fill My Cup. Basically, it's about living your life to the fullest. I mean, we're only given a certain amount of time on this earth, and we want to be filling it up with everything that we can possibly do. I mean, there's so many amazing things to see and to do in this world, and what I love about the whole process of being involved with FWD is that their motto is not about, oh, don't do that, be careful, you know, they said, no, we want you to live your life to the fullest, and we'll be here, you know, just in case something may go wrong, you know, we're here to back you up. Fortune favors the brave, and FWD is there to help you be brave.
My day of sorrow, I'd rather think of what I'll do tomorrow. All day, all night, I know it's gonna be so alright. Oh yeah, I could sing about my woes and worries. I'd rather order beer and eat my curries. Bus, trains, jet planes, take me to my destination. Life half lived, I got plenty more of love to give. I'm all in, always. The best of me is still on its way. So I'm flying, baby, I'm flying. Come on, fill my cup to the very top. I can't stop. No matter what, I just gotta live it up. Gone too far from me, gotta give it up. I don't wanna give it up, I just gotta keep it up. Fill my cup to the very top. I can't stop now, no matter what. I just gotta live it up. Gone too far from me, gotta give it up. I don't wanna give it up, I just gotta keep it up, yeah. I'm getting ready to passion, no reservation. Live my life without hesitation. Feel the passion, no reservation. Live my life without hesitation. Feel the passion, no reservation. Live my life without hesitation. Feel the passion, no reservation. Come on, fill my cup to the very top. I can't stop now, no matter what. I just gotta live it up. Gone too far from me, gotta give it up. I don't wanna give it up, I'm just gonna give it up. Fill my cup to the very top. I can't stop now, no matter what. I just gotta live it up. Gone too far from me, gotta give it up. I don't wanna give it up.
Thank you very much, my dear friends, and thank you for accommodating me despite my I can't really speak that well. And one more thing I want to leave with you is this. Live your life to the fullest and be brave, my dear friends. Thank you very much.